Good evening, folks. I am Les Talk. Thank you for joining us here for the second game of our doubleheader here tonight on a Wednesday night. Beautiful here in Chicago, Illinois, as we have Maritime Madness here tonight, as the Boston Yachts are in town, ready to face the Chicago Lakers. Chicago coming off a home loss to Edmonton last night, and then Boston coming away with the win over Detroit. As we're going to have a power play immediately here, as Deontay Ellis is going to be guilty. So the Chicago captain, less than 15 seconds into the game, going to be headed to the box for a penalty here. And trip there on Sasha Baklov. So Boston with the win in Detroit last night, playing the second of a back-to-back, as is Chicago, as they lost to Edmonton last night. Now these two teams see what they have in the tank energy-wise. So we are off and running here. Draper with the puck. He'll lose it there. King from the corner to Anderson to Vinogradov. Loses it there, and Metz will carry to Havlicek. Turns back. Gets it over to Smirnotov. Now up ice to Metz. Metz loses the puck there to Vinogradov, and he'll go on the attack. Up ice to Anderson. Anderson into the zone. It'll exit the zone, and Vinogradov will be offside as he couldn't keep himself from entering the zone and picking up the puck. Face off now just outside the Chicago zone. 19-12 left here in the first minute of the game here. Schvital into the zone. Schvital on the backhand. O'Shea denied there. It is Merrick in net for Chicago, and Sabo at the other end for Boston. Cherry to the point now. Christensen tried to beat it down low, and Slavic will pick that one off. Puck comes to the line, and Vinogradov holds in, and then Buchman can't quite clear. Now they will with Slavic. It'll be in the neutral zone, though. They cannot get it deep. Cherry carries in over to Christensen. Cherry in front, can't jam it home against Merrick. O'Shea up high. Cherry on the backhand, denied by Gustav Merrick. Gustav Merrick last time out shut out the Calgary Stallions. So we'll see what he can do here tonight in an encore performance against the Boston Yachts. Face off here. King wins it back to Joubert, over to Stevens. Down low to King. They score. An easy tap in there for Calvin Anderson. I don't know where the defense was, but Anderson wide open on that back post. And Jackson King able to set up Anderson on the goal there, less than 2 minutes in. We're on the board here as Boston takes the lead early. And Anderson with that power play goal now finds his way tied for the league lead in points on the season, as that top line continues to do damage against everybody, it seems. Now ahead to Antonison. Antonison back to Stevens. Down low. Glove there by Merrick, and he will hold right there. Sharrow into the zone. Jackson King now takes it away. Anderson to Stevens. He'll turn it over. Sokolov with a shot that goes wide for Chicago. Anderson out from the corner to Vinogradov. Sharrow loses the puck there, and now Slavic with it. Slavic turns back, looks to get it up ice. Swisher now over to Skov. Up to Gross, turned over there. Antonis into Schvital. Schvital will flip in. Schvital to the front, and he will score. So Evzen Schvital able to sneak that one around Gustav Merrick. So a 2-0 lead early on here. In front and denied there by Merrick. O'Shea at the side of the net. Out front to Schwatal over to Christensen on the backhand, denied by Merrick. And he will hold right there. Face off here, Jordan. Shot goes wide. Smirnatov up ice to Mills. Puck loose there. Bump there. Now Jordan with it. Petrovic turns it over to Cherry, and then another turnover. Smirnatov. And then Adolfsson hammered there as it's to the side of the net. Merrick able to poke it to the corner. Cherry tried to get it to the middle, and now Smirnatov. Up ice to Gross. Gross trying to get around Braun. Unable to. Braun forces him to the inboards where Jordan will pick it up. Jordan will flip it in. Puck comes down to Petrovic. Ellis to the red line and in. And they score. It'll be Semyon Kovalchuk able to rip that one past Benny Sobel. Set up by Tyrone Draper, Semyon Kovalchuk with a great goal there. And then a shot there, Ellis denied. And then another shot. Unable to beat Sobel there. Podko Petrick into the zone. Petrick now to the front. Oh, and a glove stop by Merrick. So I believe earlier in our earlier game tonight, I said Chicago just needed a point to be tied with Detroit. They do need a regulation win. They are 3 points back currently of Detroit. Apologies, I was a little distracted there. I was figuring out our standings on our database here was not exactly where I wanted it to be. It was not updated at the point, so I had to kind of maneuver around that. It looked like we had an error, but we are ready to go here. Boston currently sitting at 20 points. Stopped there, and then Boothman denied again by Sobel. Boston currently sitting at 20 points, and then a toe save there by Sobel. 5 points back in Minnesota for 4th place in the American Division. Chicago with an opportunity to get tied with Detroit if they can pick up a regulation win here tonight at home. They had an opportunity to do that against Edmonton last night as well and came up with a loss, did not get any points out of the deal. Benedict turns to the middle. Boothman denied there. Havlicek tries to get to the front. Boothman with a shot blockered away by Sobel. And now a penalty coming up here on Boston. Boothman to Havlicek. Into the middle. Draper with a chance. Stop there. Ellis now. Shot gets blocked and it'll go to the corner and finally touched up. Great pressure there by Chicago. And now they will go on the power play as Bogran going to be guilty. Pekkanen now up against Anderson in the dot. Pekkanen wins it back to Abbatangelo with a shot. He scores! So Abbatangelo gets things right back to square. 2-2 here. Mirko Gross now against Esmond Schwatal. 7:42 left here in the first. Busy first period here. 2 goals aside at the moment. Skov into the zone. Skov will carry. And now put the brakes on. Loop around. And Christensen will take the puck away. Metz bumps him off the puck and then bumps Vinogradov off the puck as well. Christensen able to pick up the puck now. 7 minutes left here in the first. Antonison up to Schwatal. Schwatal bounces it off the end boards and Metz will pick it up. Minutes up to Slavic. To Mills. Mills behind the net. To Mills, denied there. Vinogradov. Up to O'Shea. Christensen will get the red line and flip it out of play, so we will have a face-off in the neutral zone here. Slavic then pressed up against the boards, gets it up to Joubert. Joubert turns it over. Ellis now on the attack, turns it over to Joubert. Anderson now with the puck. Anderson ahead. A shot denied there by Merrick. Skov looking to get it out. Stevens to Anderson. And then Slavic will take it. Slavic up ice to Pekkanen. Pekkanen to the middle, can't get anything through. Pekkanen back with it. Pekkanen to Kovalchuk. And Ellis on his backhand can't get a shot, and a slap shot by Petrovic is blocked. Stevens now. Stevens puts on the brakes. Anderson with a chance, denied there. Puck is actually on top of the net, and they will be frozen there as puck is not moving from that up top position there. .355 left here in the first, all square, 2 apiece in Maritime Madness here. Swisher over to Petrovic. Petrovic up ice to Sokolov. Sokolov now to Smirnotov. Smirnotov across the blue line. Over to Sherrill. Bumped off the puck there. Smirnotov will skate down low. He'll be bumped there. Cherry now with it. Gets it up ice to Jordan. And Kolar loses it there. Lyle Sherrill trying to cut to the net, and he'll lose the puck. Sokolov with the takeaway. Denied there by Sabel. And he'll have the glove and hold it there to get the stoppage. Face off here, and Boston will win it. Up to Petrick. Vladko to the red line. He'll continue to carry. Petrick buried there. Mills with it. Alex Mills up to Draper. Gets it up ice to Gross. He'll retreat for a step and now look to attack. Gross battered there. Now Gross into the zone. Hammered there. Danny Abraham. Abraham up to Tipton. Tipton sticked away by Draper. Minute and a half left here in the first. All tied at 2. First 2 goals belonging to Boston. Then answered by Kovalchuk and Abatangelo. First 2 goals are by Anderson and Shvatal for Boston. Gross down low. Oh, and I think it clicked off the post, as I think Sabel just got a toe on it. And that forced it wide enough to go off the post and out. Tipton over to Draper, turned away. Metz with it now. He'll get it up to Benedict. Benedict can turn and get up ice. Benedict to the point to Draper. Down to Metz. Up high to Abatangelo, now to Benedict again, and it's blockered aside. Puck will come to the corner. 2-1, and that's going to do it for the first period here from Chicago. A 2-2 game as we head to the second period. So we'll take this first intermission with the players and rejoin you for the start of the second period right after this. All right, welcome back. I am Les Talk. Thank you for joining us for the second game of our Wednesday night doubleheader for Maritime Madness. The Yachts and the Lakers here tonight. 2-2 as we head to the second period. First 2 goals of the game belonging to Boston. Now Ellis with a shot on net, as it was Anderson on the power play, and then Esben Fatal with the goal, answered by 2 from Chicago themselves, as we're going to have a fight here right near the Boston bench. Kovalchuk and then Abatangelo on the power play. They'll continue to battle there right in front of the Boston bench. Jackson King looks like he's injured. And Draper able to put Stevens to the ice. And they'll head off to the penalty box each. Ellis against Anderson now. Anderson wins it back. Backlov with it. Backlov to Christensen. Now Backlov, he's going to be tripped up. So Pekkanen going to be guilty of the trip here. So now a power play for Boston here to try to retake the lead, as they've coughed up their 2-goal lead that they gained early in the first. Smirnotov now up ice to Havlicek. Short-handed, Chicago will just flip it in. Christensen with the puck, gets it up to Anderson, up to Cherry. And now Anderson denied there by Merrick, and he will just get a glove on that. Sent back in by Chicago. Now O'Shea will carry it up to Cherry. And there will be a penalty coming up here. A tripping call against Abatangelo. Face off here to the left. And a one-timer there denied. Puck will be sent out again by Chicago. 5-on-3 for over a minute now. Now it's just under a minute. My apologies. Anderson to the red line. Sticked away. And now Alexander Metz with it, able to flip it out. Picked up there by Vinogradov. Vinogradov up ice to Cherry. Cherry to the red line. He'll continue to carry, loses the puck there. Slavik able to clear it. Puck sent all the way down, but Christensen will gather. Christensen off the boards. Good stretch pass to O'Shea. O'Shea puts on the brakes to Anderson down low. I believe that was stopped and then hit off the post by Merrick. Metz able to clear it once again. So 5-on-3 is going to come to an end here in 5 seconds. They will still have a man advantage, although an abbreviated one. Anderson now to the point, O'Shea. Anderson gets it sticked away. Slavik and Anderson battle for it. Anderson wins it away. Cherry sticked away by Merrick. And Metz able to go off the glass and out. Just 21 seconds left for Boston on the power play. Trying to get to the middle was Tipton and Smirnotov, able to clear it. Picked up by Boothman. One-timer there, denied. And now Joubert with it. Joubert to the red line. He'll continue to carry, sticked away. Christian Skav with it. Up ice. Bumped there. Abraham loses it. And now puck will come free to Skav. Skav with it up ice to Ellis. Ellis now into the zone, loses it to Shvatal. Abraham had it for a second, then he loses it. Skav now with it. Christian Skav looking to break it out up ice. He'll get it to Pekkanen. Pekkanen across the blue line. Folke Pekkanen turns. Gets to the middle. Shot stopped there. And Mills on the doorstep, able to hammer home the rebound. So Pekkanen sends it towards the net. And Alex Mills there to put it away for Chicago to give them their first lead of the night. A little over 5 minutes gone here in the second. First lead for Chicago on the Alex Mills rebound goal. Christensen up ice to Shvatal. Shvatal with a shot sticked away by Merrick. Vital now getting to the front of the net. Stop there. And then O'Shea, another stop by Gustav Merrick, and he will hold right there. Ellis now against Vital. Vital wins it back. And Tonison, glove by Merrick, and he will hold there. Face off here to the left of Merrick. O'Shea to the point of Vinogradov. And now Vital will score his second of the night. So great passing and great pressure here by Boston as they just continue to pour it on Chicago in their offensive zone. And now Vital with his second of the game. Anderson in, kicked away by Merrick. Puck will come to the boards where Draper will be pressed there. They'll continue to battle. Draper now turns back to Pekkanen. Ellis almost loses it as we are now even again. 7 minutes gone here in the second. Abbatangelo loses the puck. It'll come out of his own and it'll be offside as it was kicked back in and touched by Chicago. Face off here, Havlicek against Cherry. Tyrone Draper loses the puck there. Jordan will press him there. Boothman now. Boothman with a shot. Kicked away there. Puck loose there. Boothman, oh, he tried to get it across. I believe that's Havlicek on the backside and couldn't get it there. Poke check there by Sobel. Face-off won by Chicago. All the way to the far point to Draper. Almost turned over. Draper tried to get it down low to Boothman. Now Jordan breaking away from Abbatangelo with a breakaway. Jordan denied there by Merrick. Good stop there by the goaltender. Puck is loose and Benedict will get it. Benedict loses it there. Cherry to the middle. Denied. Tyrone Draper now on it. He'll get it over to Abbatangelo. Up to Havlicek. Havlicek now to the blue line. Loses it there, and Adolfsson will take it. Sticked away there, Slavic. Up ice to Boothman, and now Vissarion Sokolov with the breakaway. He's denied by Sobel. Sokolov pressed behind the boards. Tried to dig it free. They'll continue to battle there. Him and Braun. Sokolov kicks it free, and Backlov will be the first one on it for Boston. Halfway through the second period here, 3-3 between Chicago and Boston here at Lakeside Medical Arena for Maritime Madness between the Yachts and the Lakers. Vital to the front. Can't jam it through. He's looking for the hat trick. Jade Swisher now. Across the blue line. Bodied there. Held in the zone by Slavic. Tried to be sent down low, and it'll be turned over to Boston. Christensen now with it. Christensen will flip in. Christian Skov. Lyle Sharrow across the blue line. Over to Metz. Denied there, and they score! It'll be Vissarion Sokolov, who had the breakaway earlier. This time he gets the rebound. Able to beat Sobel. Gross brings it in across the zone, bodied there by Backlov. Abraham will take. He'll retreat for a step. Now get it up to Petrick. 8 minutes left here. Over to Abraham, blocked away there. Metz up ice to Mills. Mills turns, gets it over to Slavic. Marco Slavic to the blue line, bodied there by Gron. Tipton being watched there by Metz. And Petrick bodied there. They'll continue to dig away. Puck will come free to Backlov, and he'll get it up to Abraham. Abraham up to Petrick. Petrick sticked away there. Puck will be flipped in. Joubert, first one on it for Boston. Chicago back in the lead. Kolar now with it. Kolar across the blue line. Stops up. Smirnitov looking to get it out of the zone. Can't. Puck loose there. And now Anderson able to dig it free. Petrick on the backhand. Can't send it home. Anderson cross ice to Tipton. Tipton bodied there. And Kovalchuk will take away. Up to Ellis. Ellis across the blue line. He'll continue with it. Down to Pekkanen. Can't get a shot through. Nick O'Shea now. 5 minutes to go here in the second. 4-3. Chicago in the lead at the moment. O'Shea buried against the boards by Smirnitov. They'll dig away. Up to Ellis. Ellis over to Petrovic. Petrovic turns it over. Stevens. Oh, and then a huge knock there. Puck is loose. They'll come behind the net. O'Shea to the front. Shot goes wide. They'll battle there, and Petrovic will have it. He'll lose it now to Smirnitov. Alex Smirnitov up ice to Pekkanen. He'll retreat. Pekkanen gets it up ice, and O'Shea almost turns it over. Ellis. Ellis across the blue line. Ellis with a shot stopped there by Sabo. No hold right there. Antonison enters up to Jordan. Jordan bodied there. Now Benedict with it. Benedict turned it over. Cherry now with it. Havlicek up to Abatangelo. Now to Benedict. Benedict at the red line loses the puck. Vinogradov hammered there by Benedict. Will come free. Antonison now up to Cherry. Havlicek turns back. Puck is loose there. And Vinogradov will keep it in the zone. Christensen. Oh, and the shot just goes wide. Good opportunity there for Isaac Christensen. To Jordan in the high slot. Tipped away. Puck is still loose. Now Boothman on it. Boothman trying to get it up the boards. Vital to the point. Jordan kicked out by Merrick. Approaching a minute left here in the second. Jordan will walk down the board into the corner, go behind the net. Abatangelo try to get it away. And now Chicago will be able to clear with Benedict. Benedict to the blue line, hammered there by Braun. Backlov with it. Goes cross ice to Braun. Braun over to Christensen. Christensen from the red line will flip in. Puck picked up there by Skov and sent up ice to Mills. Mills sticked away. Christensen with 5 seconds to O'Shea. Going to be a slashing call here. Puck at the side of the net. Unable to get a shot on net is 0.4 left here in the period. So we'll have a face-off and then head to the third period. Christian Skov going to be guilty. Easy call there on Skov. Anderson against Metz. Just a face-off for formality's sake, as that'll end the period there. Chicago at home with a 4-3 lead on the Boston Yachts here at home. We'll take this second intermission, and we'll be right back with you for the start of the third period after this. All right, folks, welcome back. I am Les Talk. Happy to be with you here on a great Wednesday night at PIHANA Hockey. We got a whale of a third period ready to go here for you, as the Lakers and Yachts, Maritime Madness, are ready to go here. Shot loose in front. Will be taken away. Boston will be on the power play to start this period. They'll have basically 2 minutes on the power play here, as the penalty was called with 0.4 on the clock in the second period. Stevens now up ahead. He'll lose the puck there. Draper now looking to get it out of the zone. Puck is loose there, just outside the blue line. Cherry now to Anderson. Anderson to the middle, loses the puck. Draper tries to clear. Puck is loose along the boards. Anderson now trying to drive down. Anderson to the front, denied there, and Draper will get it away from the blue paint as it was loose there. And Havlicek will clear. Minute gone. And Sabo will just hold it there as it does come towards his net. Mills wins it back, and Abraham will take it. Abraham across the blue line. He'll continue to the middle to O'Shea. Glove by Merrick, and he will hold right there. 18:41 left here in the third period. Mills and Anderson. Anderson able to win it back. Christensen unable to get the shot through, and it'll be cleared by Chicago. And now Boothman able to clear it again for Chicago. He picked up in the Boston zone and then off-target pass, and Mills gets one more clear. We sit with just 8 seconds left. Stevens now looking to go on the attack up to Anderson. There goes the power play. Boston still trailing by 1. Anderson back to Vinogradov with a slap shot, gloved away by Merrick. Vinogradov, Anderson with the backhand, kicked away by Merrick. Goes to the far boards. Mills now on it to Skov. To Boothman. Puck loose there, and then a big hit on Vinogradov. Stevens gets free, and then he turns the puck over. Poor pass there from Stevens. Turned it over to Metz. Metz to the red line, and then he'll flip it in. Vinogradov, the first one on it for Boston, being watched there by Ellis. Stevens now. 4 minutes gone here in the third. Puck loose. Shot stopped there by Merrick, and he will hold. 15:59 left in the third. Roast against Abraham. Boston dominating with the third period shots thanks to that power play. Sent back in, and Slavic now looking to get it up ice. He will to Metz. Metz loses it there at the blue line. Petrick will have it. Vladko Petrick retreats in his own zone. Kicks it behind his own net, and Backlov now back to Petrick. To Abraham. Abraham hammered there. Skov up to Ellis. Now to Pekkanen. Turned over there, and Petrick will flip it in. Tipped in to Gron, and then Shvatal looking for the hat trick here. Petrick denied by Merrick, and he will hold right there. 14:16 left in the third. Ellis now against Shvatal. Shvatal able to win it back. Backlov to Gron. They'll pick catch. Now Shvatal in the high slot to Christensen. He scores! Isaac Christensen able to carry the puck in. A great setup there, and he buries it past the netminder to even things back up at 4. So now, a little under 6 minutes gone here in the third, and we are all tied up at 4. We'll see, maybe next goal wins. Ellis denied there by Sabel, and he will hold right there. We'll see what happens here in the final 13:44 of Maritime Madness here. Great game so far. Looking for a whale of a finish from Chicago and Lakeside Medical Arena. Puck loose there. Shvatal up to Christensen. Christensen will flip in. Puck will be picked up by Draper. Draper loses it at his own blue line. Christensen will retreat out and then flip it in. Avatangelo picks it up in the far corner. Avatangelo up to Pekkanen. Pekkanen to the red line, and then we'll flip it in. Backlov now on it. Up ice. Hammered there. Puck sent back over to Sherrow. Sherrow will get it ahead to Ellis. Ellis with a chance, denied by Sabo. Puck loose at the side of the net, unable to do anything with it. Over to Pekkanen. Now down low to Sherrow. Sherrow bodied off the puck. Pekkanen back to the point. And now Lyle Sherrill back to Sokolov. Sokolov with a goal earlier tonight. He had the most recent Chicago goal in the second period. Sherrill tried to get it down low to Pekkanen, and it was interrupted. Braun to Schwatal. 9 minutes gone here in the third. So we approach the halfway point of this period. Vinogradov now up ice to Schwatal. Sticked away. Puck still loose. Schwatal will come on net, and Merrick will just kick it aside behind his net. Smirnotov on it. Up to Mills. Now to Metz. Metz hammered there. 10:20 left. Up ice to Adolfsson. Adolfsson turns. Loses the puck there and then gets it up to Jordan. Jordan bodied off the puck, sent in, and Smirnotov will intercept. Adolfsson to Vinogradov. Loses the puck there. Vinogradov. Shot stopped there by the blocker of Merrick. Puck loose there, and Merrick able to cover that one. Havlicek against Abraham. Boston with the puck now. Try to get it in front to Tipton, and he can't get the shot away. Up ahead to Havlicek, and now Benedict. Benedict knocked off the puck there. Abraham up to Tipton. Tipton now in. Petrick denied there by Merrick, and he'll hold. 8:08 left here in the third. Face-off won by Chicago. Slavic with the puck. Up ice to Havlicek. Unable to clear though. Anderson with the takeaway. Anderson skates away. O'Shea kicked out. Puck was loose in the side of the net. And then another. I think that might have been blocked by Skov. I don't know if Merrick got that or Skov did. Either way, it stays out of the net. Boston with great pressure though. This top line, playing without Jackson King, went down with an injury in the first. Seeing if O'Shea can fill that void. And it looked like O'Shea's going to take a penalty there. Puck loose. Havlicek able to get it to Skov. They'll see what they can do here with the extra attacker out now. Abitangelo down low to Boothman. Boothman retreats up high. Boothman still with it. Boothman on his backhand. Boothman sticked away. And now it will be touched up by Boston. 6:10 left. As it is Nick O'Shea going to be guilty of the trip. Face off here, Ellis against Adolfsson. Ellis able to win it back. To the point to Abitangelo to Skov with a slap shot, blocked it away. And Phil Gross to Ellis. Ellis to Abitangelo, over to Skov. Back to Abitangelo to Ellis. They'll continue to play catch, tried to get it in front. And it was picked off by Braun and flipped out. Skov to Gross, and he'll turn it over. Puck will now be in the Chicago end, in the corner. Bodied in the corner, and now Gross will skate away for Chicago. Gross up ice to Kovalchuk. Enters the zone, sticked away there. Ellis looking to skate onto it. Braun beats him to it, and Braun will flip it out. Puck will be picked up by Skov. He'll now skate out from behind his own net. Abitangelo to Kovalchuk. 40 seconds left here on the power play. Ellis in. Denied there. Gross at the side of the net. Gets it to the point. Abitangelo with a slap shot. Denied. Looked like it was blocked to the corner. Adolfsson to Petrick, and it will be flipped out. 20 seconds left here on the power play. This will kill most of it here. As Skov looking to reset here for Chicago. Up ice to Ellis into the zone. Ellis loses the puck. Abitangelo now to Gross. Denied there. Stick saved by Sabel. They'll battle in the corner. We are back to 5-on-5. Kovalchuk denied by Sabel, and he will jump on top of it. Puck loose there. Now puck will come to the corner. Gross up high to Skov. Over to Abitangelo. One-timer by Gross. Denied by Sabel, and he'll hold right there. 3:27 left in the third. All square at 4 apiece. in Maritime Madness here tonight between the Yachts and the Lakers. Tied up there. Metz tried to drive into the middle, and it's taken away. Vinogradov now up to Christensen. Christensen carries to the corner. To the middle. Oh, and O'Shea puts it wide. Might have been kicked away by Merrick. Not totally sure, but it does go wide. Fatal with a good opportunity. Great pressure here by Boston. Abitangelo. Draper kicks it in. O'Shea with it now. 100 seconds left here. Skov with it. Skov advances to Boothman. Boothman will come on net to Merrick with a little backhand flip. Not really sure what Boothman's trying to accomplish there. Face off now, 1:17 left between Boston and Chicago. Puck is loose there. Cherry will now carry. Cherry up high to Anderson. Down low. Denied there, and Merrick will hold it at the side of the net. Under a minute now. Havlicek against Abraham. Havlicek wins it back. Slavic over to Skov. Skov goes over to Slavic. Flipped in. Braun going to be pressed there against Benedict. Abraham with it. Loses the puck. Now Petrick with it. Puck lost there. Vladko Petrick stops. Knocked away, and Boothman out of the zone. Boothman pulls up. Gets to the red line. Now enters the zone. Boothman throws it in deep. Backlov with it. Vladko Petrick with it. Petrick across the blue line, bodied there. Benedict will have it. Benedict up to Havlicek. Havlicek will carry. 7 seconds now. Pekkanen. Pekkanen over to Benedict. Oh, and denied by Sabel. And that clear will just about do it. So we will head to overtime here for Maritime Madness between the Yachts and the Lakers. So a 4-4 game now will be decided in overtime. It'll take us to the menu, and we'll rejoin you for the start of overtime right after. Quick break, and we are right back to the action here. So 3-on-3 here. Fatal against Ellis. Fatal wins it back. Vinogradov now on it. Over to Fatal. Hit there by Ellis. Puck comes free. Now Slavic. 2-on-1 for Chicago. Slavic and Ellis. Ellis denied there, and Anderson able to pick it up. Gets it to Fatal. Vinogradov now with it. Tried to carry to the middle, and Gross will take it away. Gross with Ellis in tow. Being watched there. Gross now with it. They'll look to keep possession of the puck. Anderson able to dig it out, and Anderson with speed. Anderson going to be in all alone. On Merrick. Denied there. Ellis able to get back there and just sort of rush the shot there by Anderson. Gross into the zone. Over to Slavic. Kicked away by Sabel. Now Vinogradov. Up to Stevens. Stevens sticked away there. Puck still loose. And now Cherry with a chance. Blocked there by Slavic, and Kovalchuk will have it. Kovalchuk across the blue line. 3-on-2 now for Boston. Turned away. Braun, the defenseman, will lead the way. Bo Braun. Over to Stevens down low. Can't stuff it home. Braun now over to Abraham. Denied there. And Merrick will keep play going up to Slavic. Slavic's been out there the whole time. Kovalchuk with a shot kicked out. Bo Braun gets to the red line. He's hammered there by Gross. Stevens now into the zone. Sticked away by Kovalchuk, and now Gross. Advances the puck to Kovalchuk over to Slavic. 2-on-1 here. Slavic, he scores! So it will be Marko Slavic, the hero here tonight. as the Chicago Lakers pick up 2 points to now just, they will trail Detroit by a single point. After the win here tonight, big win for the Lakers with the overtime victory. Marko Slavic, the defenseman, again out there the whole time and is able to hit it off the post and in. So enjoy these last few highlights here, and we'll be ready with you for the start of our post-game stats and information right after this. Alright, thank you for joining us here for our post-game coverage of the Boston Yachts overtime loss here at Lakeside Medical Arena, the Maritime Madness battle against the Chicago Lakers. 5-4 win for the Lakers here tonight in overtime. Take a look at the team stats in front of you here. Boston, 46 shots on net here tonight, 34 Chicago. But Chicago able to come away with the win, 35-28 for Boston in the hits category. Face-offs go to Chicago as well. Both teams with a power play goal here tonight. Anderson, the first goal for Boston, and Abbatangelo, the second goal for Chicago here tonight. Take a look at the individual stats. Start with the winners here tonight, the Chicago Lakers. Semyon Kovalchuk with 2 points, as well as Pekkanen. Kovalchuk with a goal and an assist. Pekkanen with 2 assists. And then our single point getters, we have goals. Slavic, the game winner here tonight. Abbatangelo, Mills, and Sokolov. And then assists to Draper, Gross, Metz, and Skov. Oh, and Shero, excuse me. And then no points for Ellis. Bit of a surprise there. Benedict, Boothman, Swisher, Havlicek, Petrovic, and Smirnotov. Shots leaders here tonight. Ellis leads the way with 7, but unable to come up with a point here tonight. 3 for quite a few Lakers with Kovalchuk, Gross, Benedict, and Boothman. And then our hits leaders, we have Slavic with 4, Smirnotov with 4, and Abbatangelo with 3. The goaltending, Gustav Merrick, another good start. Gives up 4 goals, but had 46 shots on him tonight. So he comes away with a .913 save percentage. So another positive performance from Gustav Merrick here tonight. Take a peek, at the Boston Yachts now. Christensen and Schwatal, the 2 3-point getters here tonight. Christensen with a goal and 2 assists, and Schwatal with 2 goals and an assist. 2 points to Olav Antonison with 2 assists, and then a single point to Anderson with a goal, and then King, Baklov, and Stevens with an assist as well. Gron, Vinogradov, Joubert, O'Shea, Kolar, Cherry, Jordan, Adelson, Tipton, Petrick, and Abraham unable to come up with a point here tonight. Take a look at the shots. Anderson with 11 tonight. Big number for him. Schwatal and O'Shea with 6, and then Nolan Cherry with 5 as well. Take a look at the hits. We have Gron with 9, Baklov with 5, and then Vinogradov with 4 as well. The goaltending, a better performance from Benny Sobel, but still unable to get a win here as he faces 30 shots, gives up 5 goals for an .833 save percentage for the young Polish goaltender. We'll now take a peek at a few of the goals from tonight. That's the game winner here in the first period. So Calvin Anderson with the first goal on the board here as just a wide open. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, so I don't know. My question is, I think it's Metz or Draper, one of the two needed to stay low. They both fly up high, just kind of in no man's land, and Anderson on the backside able to tuck it home with an easy goal. Schwatal with this shot here, able to get to the middle. So we'll get the puck here and then just sort of beat Merrick. A little bit of a screen there by his own defenseman, Liko Petrovic, able to beat Gustav Merrick there. Semyon Kovalchuk then with the goal. This one dug off the wall by Draper to Kovalchuk, tipped, but then Kovalchuk able to get it and hits that. Might have been off the post and in, but definitely a high bar down kind of shot. Abbatangelo off the face-off win on the power play. Gets it. A little bit of a screen set up there, and he's able to beat Sobel with a nice shot there by Abbatangelo. Vissarion Sokolov with the tap in here on the rebound. Puck gets sent to the net. Sobel just kind of looking at it. Doesn't try to get a stick on it. Doesn't try to poke it out. Just kind of watches it as the puck comes here. And Sokolov able to be the first one to it and flip it past as Sabel sitting on his rear end. Beat there. It's been Fatal. It's a great setup here in the slot. Great passing there, kind of around the horn. And then Fatal able to bury it past Gustav Merrick. And then the Isaac Christensen goal. It's a great little down low play here. Picks it up and just flips it right over Merrick's blocker and beats him. And then the overtime winner, Marko Slavic, had a 2-on-1 with Semyon Kovalchuk, and he just decides, I'm just going to rip it. And he does, off the post, beyond the blocker and in for Marko Slavic, a big goal for the defenseman there. So that's going to do it for our Wednesday night coverage. We have a few more games coming up tomorrow night. 2 games. In fact, Minnesota will be in Ottawa. These 2 teams played just the other night. Minnesota able to come away with the overtime victory over Ottawa. See what happens here tomorrow night. And then New York, after a overtime loss to Montreal a couple nights ago, will head to Detroit to face the Trappers. Detroit's last game, a loss to these Boston Yachts that we've seen here tonight. At home in Detroit, they will be at home again. See if they can get back on the winning side of things, as now Chicago gets even tighter to them in the race for that America Division title. So thank you so much for joining us, folks. It's been a joy to be with you here on a great Wednesday night of PIHANA action. Have a great evening. We will see you tomorrow night. First game in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada tomorrow. Have a great evening.